Hey bass fishing fans, Lake Fork guide Stephen Fothery here. I want to show you the inside of my shallow crankbait box and show you exactly which baits I really like to carry all throughout the springtime. Okay, let's take a look inside my crankbait box. Pretty standard tackle box right here. Everyone's got them. I've got about 6 different types of different crankbaits in here in 3 different colors. Now I've got red, I've got shad, and I've got chartreuse. Those 3 colors, red, shad, and chartreuse, will pretty much cover all the bases. The first type of bait that I have up top here in my crankbait box are rattle traps. I've got 1/4 ounce traps and I've got 1/2 ounce traps. Always carry those on me, and they're always in the color red. Now on those traps, I like to throw the 1/4 ounce in shallow water, and I really like the 1/2 ounce on very windy days. So I've got those 2 sizes of traps. Another crankbait I like to carry with me is these flat-sided style baits. Now these flat crankbaits are also really good when the water is cold. Something about that tight wiggle bass really like. Another style crankbait that I have here is little 5 and 6 foot deep diving crankbaits. There's a little Norman. I've got some bandits right here as well. And these are really good baits for fishing points, road beds, maybe some creek bends that are in the very backs of these spawning flats. Those are good baits to cast around. Another bait that I have, which I really like, let's say early in mid-April when the bass are locked on beds very hard and you got some post-spawn fish as well, are these very shallow man's minus crankbaits. You know, Bandit makes one, H2O makes a good one too. I like those in a red, shad, or a bluegill pattern. Now the main crankbait I use besides my rattle traps is a standard square bill crankbait. These are really good baits for throwing around cover. They're really good baits for out here on Lake Fork. This little square bill will deflect off cover a lot better than a round bill crankbait will. Now the last style bait that I always keep in my crankbait box for springtime cranking are these big wide wobble style crankbaits. I really like these baits when the water is muddy. They put off a lot of vibration, and a lot of times the big profile of this bait will generate some nice bites from some large fish. I'll use these crankbaits from now all the way until early May, and sometimes into early June. I'll still be doing a lot of shallow crankbaiting and throwing a lot of rattle traps. So hopefully this will help you, kind of give you an idea of what baits you need to make sure you've always got on you. And until next time, I'm Lake Fork guide Stephen Fothery. Good luck fishing.